I don't know if, like me, you really appreciate the King James translation of that psalm, or where the psalmist says, I follow the thing that good is. He speaks about adversaries coming against him, something like that. But he says, I follow the thing that good is. And I appreciate very much what is being said there in that attempt. And I had to go back into the Hebrew because some translations say I follow what is good, or I seek to do what is good and all of that, which has its own sense about it. But the sense of I follow the thing. Now, I know it's very hard to have God reduced to a thing or that kind of verbiage in our hearing. It does. But that is the sense I get, and that is what I appreciate. In other words, that good is not a quality that God has. In other words, there's a quality superior, a quality outside, and God has this quality of goodness. No, he follows that thing which is itself the thing of goodness. And that's why I appreciate it. And I remember this brother, he used to get he used to get so much grief, but thanks be to God, the Lord sent him to me, and thanks be to God for his faithful ministry. But back in the 80s, it was a very popular thing called Charity Church Mouse, when the so-called being born again movement was in its kind of heyday. TBN was a big deal and all of this, Charity Church Mouse. But there was this song in it, and it used to drive this brother crazy when he'd hear it. And I love him for it. But it was, have patience, don't be in such a hurry. When you get impatient, you only start to worry. Remember that God is patient too. And think of all the times when others had to wait for you. And I hope you caught it. His brother he was not unkind in any way, but he was exasperated, and he would say, God is patient too. No, God is the one who is patient. God is the embodiment, the fullness of patience. It's not that God is patient also. And so I'm reminded when we think of goodness and good, and to ourselves, we might have that sense that there is a thing external to us that is good, and we seek after it. But to God, good is not a quality outside of himself that he apprehends. He is the thing that good is. And patience, and wisdom, and power, and sovereignty, and love, and joy, and peace,